About the Divine Heir's life,
Yes?
there is something I wish to ask.
Before that, sake.
What?
You earned it. Take it. My grandson, Genichiro, was bewitched by the rejuvenating waters. You did well to put a stop to that for me. You have my thanks.
I merely followed the code my father taught me.
Ah, the Iron Code of the Shinobi. I see. So you're the son of Owl. That boy he found during the rebellion.
Yes.
And your travels brought you here. The bonds that tie us are so deeply amusing. Don't you think, Sekiro?
You're...
So what do you wish to know?
The Divine Heir's desire is to sever the ties of immortality. I want to know how it can be done.
The Mortal Blade. If you had such a weapon, it may be the key to what you are after.
The Mortal Blade?
With it, you could kill one who cannot die through normal means.
One who cannot die.
The Infested, I believe they're called. I have not seen one before, but it said you could stab them through the heart, or remove their head, and they wouldn't die. If the stories are true, they'd surely be quite fearsome. To kill a monster such as that, you'd need the Mortal Blade.
Where is this Mortal Blade?
I've heard it's held in Senpo Temple. However, they say the Mortal Blade cannot be drawn.
What do you mean?
I am not certain of the meaning. It's just hearsay. The gates to that temple are closed now, though. Who knows what those degenerates are doing shut away up there in the mountains. There aren't any decent roads leading there. You're leaving, Sekiro. Severing immortality. That will be quite the battle. And in battle, the plans and desires of those involved churn endlessly. If you hesitate, you'll be swept away.
And lose the battle.
That's right. Best you keep it in mind. Sekiro, hesitate, and you lose. Sekiro, what is it you wish to learn about severing the ties of immortality?
I have something for you.
Ah, Sekiro, you know me well. Why, if this isn't monkey booze. So this is what it's like to breathe fire. Do you know what other name this sake goes by?
I don't.
You don't? They call it Shura's wine. I killed one once, long ago. Shura, or something very much like it.
What is Shura, exactly?
Those who go on killing will eventually become Shura. They don't even remember why. Simply enraptured. They kill solely for the joy it brings them. I see it in your eyes, too. The shadow of Shura. Give me cause, and I will kill you. It would do you well to remember that.
I see.
You're leaving, Sekiro. Another time, then.
How long have these books been here?
So, you've met with Lord Ishin?
Yes. He thanked me for defeating Genichiro.
I see. To think that Lord Genichiro would go as far as to drink the rejuvenating sediment.
Rejuvenating sediment?
That's what we call a particularly concentrated part of the rejuvenating waters. I'm sure you saw it for yourself. The rejuvenating sediment grants great resilience in one's flesh. One becomes able to withstand blows that would be fatal to anyone else. My mentor Dogen devoted much research to its uses. but all of his works, documents, medicines, everything, were burned and destroyed. I'm not sure who, but I heard one of the senior apprentices was able to salvage some of it. Probably Dojun. Did you ask Lord Kuro's thoughts on the matter?
I did.
And
We've decided to sever the ties of immortality.
I see.
I thank you for all of the help you've given me.
Almost sounds like you're bidding me farewell for good. I've carried out my lord's orders, so I will stay here in the castle. Come and speak to me whenever you please. I will provide my assistance to you as a doctor. Master Wolf, it looks as if your brow is less furrowed than before. If only a little. Please, see that Lord Kuro's wish to sever immortality is met. Goodbye.
This dust is awful.
I have returned.
Oh, Wolf, you're back. Did you meet with Lord Ishin?
I did. He said the mortal blade, it could be the key to severing immortality.
The mortal blade.
It's a sword that has the power to kill the undying. It can be found at Senpo Temple.
I see. Yes, that seems promising.
As you say.
For my part, I hunted for any books that may contain clues about the aroma of the fountainhead. It seems Lord Takeru indeed sought a way to reach the divine realm. So far, I found one piece of relevant information.
What is it?
A flower.
My lord, this is for you.
Could this be? It's a sakura droplet.
That's...
When the undying pledge of the dragon's heritage is broken, it's said that this remains in place of the oath.
Do you think this one was left behind by Lord Takeru?
That seems likely, Wolf. If you so desire, I can use this sakura droplet to assist you.
My lord's oath is all I need.
I understand, but don't refuse it to spare my feelings. If you feel it is necessary, do not hesitate to ask.
A flower?
First, read this.
What is...
Lord Takeru left it behind. I was looking for information on the fountainhead aroma and how it relates to the divine realm. There is water that flows from the fountainhead through Ashina, and the book speaks of a white lotus flower that grows where the water pools deeply. It appears to be one component of the fountainhead aroma.
A place where the fountainhead waters pool deeply. Perhaps in a deep valley?
Yes, indeed. The Sunken Valley may be the place. The fountainhead waters should flow into there.
Where is this Sunken Valley?
It's beyond the woods to the rear of the castle. There's a shrine dedicated to the White Serpent deep in the woods. As the name implies, the Sunken Valley is just below that place. There's no proper path down there, but a man of your talent could navigate it.
My lord, this is for you.
This is a document written by one who sought the fountainhead aroma.
I see.
It says there's a fragrant stone in some sacred village, but I've never heard of such a village. What is it, Wolf? Huh. What is that strangely shaped rock you hold? Is that the fragrant stone of the fountainhead?
My lord, this stone appeared to have been enshrined.
Yes. It is just as the book described.
Yes. There was also an inscription, a sweetly scented bridal offering, written on the altar.
Bridal? What sort of place was this?
It was in a cave, beyond a door made of solid rock.
In that case, where was the wedding procession headed? No way to know, I guess.
Sweetly scented. Lord Kuro. That place might be the gateway to the divine realm.
I see. Sweetly scented. Meaning wrapped in the fountainhead incense. That is what it might be referring to. Ah, I meant to ask. Did you notice the lingering scent in the incense burner?
I did. The smell was reminiscent of sawdust, but also it smelled faintly of sakura flowers.
Oh, so you smelled it too. I felt the scent was much like sakura flowers, but slightly different. What is it, Wolf?
That scent. It reminds me of something.
You've smelled it before.
I believe so. But I can't remember where.
Now that you mention it, Lady Emma said that once long ago, there was a sakura tree to the rear of the castle. Perhaps that is relevant to our search. I see you've gathered some of the ingredients needed to create the aroma of the fountainhead. Keep up the good work, Wolf. The scent in the incense burner reminded me of a sakura tree, yet it wasn't a regular sakura flower. Lady Emma might know something about the sakura tree that was once in the back of the castle. You're leaving. Wolf, I'm counting on you.
My lord. There is something I would like to ask you.
Yes, what is it?
The sakura tree behind the castle.
You mean the Everblossom? It is the sakura tree that Lord Takeru brought from his homeland.
So it's a sakura tree from the Divine Realm.
Yes, it's quite a mysterious one at that. It was constantly in bloom, even outside of spring. However, the Everblossom no longer exists. It withered away.
Why?
There was a person who cut off a branch and took the flowers from the tree. Without its flowers, the Everblossom was unable to survive. Eventually, the entire tree was lost. Goodbye.
I asked Lady Emma about the sakura tree.
You did? What did she say?
The tree is called an Everblossom. Lord Takeru brought it here from the Divine Realm, but it has withered away and no longer remains.
I see.
However, it is said that someone plucked a branch from the Everblossom and stole off with it.
Who would do such a thing? What's lost is lost. Finding a stolen tree branch? We have no information to go on. Let us gather what we can for the aroma first.
As you wish.
I'm glad you've come, Master Wolf.
I brought sake.
Oh my, that is generous of you. I accept. Delicious. As a doctor, I do have other uses for sake beyond just drinking.
For purification?
Yes. It can also help with those with a low tolerance for pain. But when I was a child, I couldn't stand the smell of it.
You've been doing medical work ever since you were a child?
Yes. I wanted to be of use to my mentor, Master Dogen. I used to compete with my fellow disciples to treat patients. In those days, arrow and sword wounds were frightfully common.
I see. What's wrong?
It's nothing. Sometimes, shinobi would come for treatment as well. There was once a rather difficult patient.
Difficult in what way?
Well, he said very little. I didn't know where he was hurt or how much pain he was in. I had no information to go on. It was maddening.
I see.
None of this sounds familiar to you?
What?
No, nothing. Nothing at all. Goodbye.
You need something?
I brought some sake.
Don't mind if I do.
Is it not to your liking?
No, it's damn good. But it does make my old wounds ache.
Your left arm?
Yes, and this sake was a favorite of the man who cut it off.
Who was
Lord Ishin.
Ishin? Why?
He did it for my sake. I was on the verge of being consumed.
Consumed by what?
Shura. Well, whether you believe me or not, that's for you to decide. But you do well to beware Shura's shadow. I've abandoned the path of the shinobi, yet I couldn't abandon that shinobi prosthetic. No matter how hard I tried, I'd never have believed that one such as myself would save another who'd lost their arm like you have. I'm sure it is fate. Another time, then. I'll lend you shelter any time.